5 employees of the Russian state corporation Rosatom were killed in the explosion at a military firing range in the Arkhangelsk region on 8 August. 3 more were injured and burns of varying severity, says the report of the state corporation. Earlier, the Defense Ministry reported that during the explosion on the ground near Severity where there was liquid rocket engine, killing 2 people. It was also reported about 6 victims. As a result of emergency at a military firing range in the Arkhangelsk region during the test, a liquid propellant propulsion system killed 5 workers of the state corporation Rosatom. 3 of our colleagues were injured and burns of varying severity, stated in the message of Rosatom. Now all the victims were taken to a specialized medical facility. They provide the necessary medical help. The experts Rosatom and the Ministry of Defense were killed at the site in the Arkhangelsk region as a result of ignition of the pilot liquid propulsion system. By coincidence, at the time of the fire, the employees of Rosatom has carried out check of isotropic power sources designed for liquid rocket launchers, said the agency, a source in the Defense Ministry. The victims, 2 of diagnosis. The first is the obvious, severe blast injuries such injured person receives, being close to a strong explosion. But they also have a second diagnosis, radiation exposure, says the publication. Victims of the explosion at the site in the Arkhangelsk region sent to Moscow, confirmed Friday in a press service of the regional government. It did not specify how many victims were sent to Moscow, as they were able, and with what diagnosis. After stabilization of patient's condition, according to the recommendations of the experts, were sent to the Federal Center, quoted the press service of the Deputy Chief Doctor of the Arkhangelsk Regional Clinical Hospital for Emergency and Urgent Care Alexei Belovskogo. Mo worked to close the windows and doors in kindergartens and hospitals. Factory hospital conducted a decontamination, in suits, chemical protection, patients are not allowed to the doctors. Closed the turnpike for a quick. The news was not announced, just called the local hospitals and schools. It is strange that there was no warning and the sirens were supposed to include in theory, when receiving a measurement that is twice the normal background radiation. And the streets watered, and bring grass from lawns. Iodine really bought, the source told the BBC in Severodvinsk.